Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim Accounting system or basis of accounting. First of all, let us have a simple definition for accounting system. Accounting system refers to the way in which business transactions are recorded in the book of accounts of the business. Simply, we can say the accounting system is the way of recording the transactions, the way of recording the expenses, the way of recording the revenue, and several other transactions in the book of account is called accounting system. It accounting system simply can be said as how we can record the transaction in the book of account. How we can record the transaction in the book of account is called what? Accounting system. Basically, there are two systems of accounting that we can record the transaction in the book of account. One system is called cash system, and the second system is called accrual system. What is cash system and what is accrual system? Let us have a look for each in this slide. First one is cash system. What is cash system? Under this system, transactions relating to actual cash receipts and actual cash payments are recorded in the book of account. See here, under this system, transactions relating to actual cash receipts as well as actual cash payments are recorded in the book of account. A transaction is recorded only when cash is received or paid. This means credit transactions are not recorded in the book of account. Cash system simply means that we record the transactions only if there is a payment of cash or there is a receipt of cash, right? If there is no payment or if there is no receipt of cash, so we should not record those transactions in the book of account. So simply we can say cash system itself is for cash transaction. If you remember in the first slide, in the first chapter, we discussed regarding types of transaction. We said there are two types of transaction: cash transaction and credit transaction. So cash system only record the cash transactions. Credit transactions are not recorded here. As you can see here, credit transactions are not recorded. So it is useful for those businesses which they sell and they purchase on cash basis. There is no credit transaction in the business. If there is a credit transaction in the business but you follow cash system, definitely the final result of the business will be wrong. So that is why we should not use the cash system if our business purchase and sells or makes some several other transactions on credit basis. So once again, it is used for those businesses which they have cash sales and which they have cash purchase and so on. Or we can say their transaction is only on cash basis. And the second system is accrual system or mercantile system. Under this system, all transactions relating to a particular period are recorded. It takes into account the revenue for the whole accounting period, whether received or not. So this is just the opposite of cash system. Under cash system, only cash receipts and payments are recorded. But under this system, it records the transaction when the transaction happened in the business. Doesn't matter whether cash is paid for that or whether or it is not paid, or whether cash is received or not received. So when the transaction happens, so you have to record it, right? Let me give a simple example for both of this. For example, in the case of cash system, you purchase four computers for your business and the value of these four computers are suppose 40,000. Out of 40,000, you pay only 30,000, right? See, four computers are purchased. Suppose value of these four computers are equal to 40,000. But how much you paid? You paid only 30,000. You paid only how much? You paid only 30,000. If you follow cash system, so you have to record only this amount of 30,000. Why? Because this is the actual cash that you paid. But if you follow accrual system, you will record this amount of 4,000. Although the 10,000 is not paid, but we have to record the credit as well as the cash, right? So simply we can say cash system record only the cash transaction, but accrual system record the cash transaction as well as the credit transaction. Let us have a simple example for this one. See, during the financial year 2006, Ahmad Khan had a cash sales of 5,80,000 and a credit sales of equal to 2,65,000. Ahmad Khan Limited, for example, has two types of sales. One type of sale is on cash and the second type of sale is on credit. His expenses for the period is 4,60,000. How much is the total expenses? 4,60,000. Out of which 60,000 is not paid yet or still it is payable. Find out the Ahmad Khan's income or loss for the year 2006 under cash basis and as well as accrual basis. So there is the information. We have two types of sales, cash sales as well as credit sales. And of course, we have two types of expenses. Total expenses 4 lakh 60, but out of 4 lakh 60, 60,000 is not paid yet. It means 4 lakh is paid, but 60,000 is not paid. So revenue is also divided into two, cash and credit, and expenses are also divided into two, cash and credit. Now let us prepare the income statement for both of this system. So let us make this one under cash as well as credit system. First of all, let us say cash basis of accounting, right? Cash basis of accounting. And let us come down, make column for this one. So let us draw the format of income statement here. Let me copy it from somewhere else here, or let us draw it here itself. So make the format of income statement, let us say particular, right? One column, and the second column is for amount. And then come down, record revenues, and the second column, and make one column for less expenses, right? Expenses. So now let us manage it a little bit, increase the size of this one as well as this one. This is basically the format of income statement itself, nothing else, right? So let us make it bold and center. See here, if you want to make the income statement, we know that what we record in the income statement, we record expenses as well as we record revenue, right? If it is a cash basis, so we should record only cash transactions. How much sales we have? So here you can record only cash sales, right? Only cash sales. How much is the amount? Amount is 5 lakh 80,000. Regarding expenses, how much expenses do we have? Expenses, total expenses is 4 lakh 60, but 60,000 is not paid yet. So if 60,000 is not paid yet, we should not record that one. Only actual cash payment. Okay, only actual cash payment. How to find out only actual cash payment? Only actual cash payment is equal to 4 lakh 60,000 minus that 60,000 which is not paid yet, right? So if you minus this amount, you get only amount of how much? Amount of 4 lakh, right? So make one more column to find out the difference. From 5 lakh 80,000 minus 4 lakh, you get 1 lakh 80,000. In front of this, you can record as net profit or net income. Net profit or net income. This was the income of this company under a cash system. If you want to make it under accrual system, let us make it under accrual system as well, right? So first of all, record cash accrual RUAL cash accrual basis of accounting. Accrual basis of accounting, you can record here like the previous format. You can do this one as well. So here you can do it. First of all, particular, and the second column is for amount, right? Then make a few more columns, one column for revenues, and then one more column for the expenses, less expenses, right? It's better to record less expenses, and one more column for the result. So remove this one from here, expand the size of this one, for example up to this much, then increase this column as well. This is enough. Now first record the revenue, how much revenue we have. See, previously we have recorded only cash sales. Now we have to record both of this one. So you have to record cash sales plus credit sales, right? Cash sales plus credit sales. Cash sales plus credit sales. How can you find out? 5,80,000 plus 2,65,000, right? If you sum up these two, you get 8,45,000. Then you have to record the expenses. So in this case, the total expenses will get recorded. How much is total expenses? 4,60,000. So 4,60,000 should be recorded. Here we should record as total expenses. Total expenses. Total expenses equal to how much? 4,60,000, right? So 4,60,000 is the total expenses. Now find out the difference. If you find the difference, you get 3,85,000. So this 3,85,000 can be called as net profit, right? So net profit for this company is equal to how much? Amount of 3,85,000. See the difference. If you follow cash system, the total profit is 1,80,000. If you follow this system, the total cash is this much, 3,85,000, which is double of this one, more than double, right? So that is why if a business sells something on cash as well as on credit basis, they should not use cash system. So they should follow which system? Accrual system. An accrual system is basically acceptable by the GAAP. We can say generally accepted accounting principle, right? So this was about the types of accounting system. Cash system and accrual system. Cash system record only cash receipt and payments, but accrual record both of them, and this one is an example for this.